The history of United States coinage is a fascinating journey that mirrors the economic and technological advancements of the nation. Among the most iconic denominations are the penny, nickel, dime, and quarter. Over the years, the United States Mint has modified the compositions of these coins, with changes ranging from the material used to their overall design. This article delves into the evolution of these coins, focusing on the transition from copper pennies to silver and nickels, dimes, and quarters. Copper pennies. The humble penny, denominated at 1 cent, has undergone significant changes in its composition throughout history. From 1793 to 1837, pennies were composed of 100% copper, marking the early days of U.S. coinage. However, as inflation and metal costs increased, the mint adjusted the composition to include a small percentage of nickel in 1856, resulting in the Flying Eagle cent. This change aimed to reduce production costs while maintaining the coin's intrinsic value. During the Civil War, to further cut costs, pennies were minted with a bronze alloy containing 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. It wasn't until 1982 that the mint transitioned to the current copper-plated zinc composition, where a copper coating envelops a zinc core. This change was driven by the rising cost of copper, and it remains the composition of pennies today. Silver in nickels, dimes, and quarters. Nickels. The 5-cent nickel underwent a substantial transformation during World War II due to the scarcity of nickel. From 1942 to 1945, nickels were minted with a composition known as the war nickel, containing 56% copper, 35% silver, and 9% manganese. This adjustment was made to conserve strategic metals for the war effort. Dimes. In 1796, the dime made its debut with a composition of 89.24% silver and 10.76% copper. Over the years, various modifications were made to its silver content until the Coinage Act of 1965 eliminated silver from dimes altogether. Since then, dimes have been composed of a copper-nickel alloy, 75% copper, 25% nickel. Quarters. Similarly, quarters began as a silver coin in 1796 with a composition of 89.24% silver and 10.76% copper. The transition away from silver started in 1965, and by 1966, quarters were minted with a copper-nickel alloy, mirroring the composition of contemporary dimes. Conclusion. The evolution of U.S. coinage reflects a dynamic interplay of economic, technological, and historical factors. From the copper pennies of the 18th century to the modern copper-plated zinc composition and the shift from silver to base metals in nickels, dimes, and quarters, these changes highlight the resilience and adaptability of the United States Mint. As we continue to use these coins in our daily transactions, their rich history reminds us of the ever-changing nature of currency and the stories imprinted on each piece of metal.